Today I'd like to share a short flow with you to warm up the shoulders and hips in preparation for wheel pose. We'll start on all fours, coming into cat-cow. Check your shoulders are stacked above your wrists and your hips are above your knees. Then bringing the awareness right down to the base of the spine. Lift the tailbone up to the ceiling, drop the belly low, and then lift the chest and the gaze. Deep breath in. As you exhale, tuck tailbone under, draw belly in tight to the spine, push into the hands, around the back, tuck the chin. Inhale, opening up. Exhale, rounding down. Inhale. Exhale. And one more inhale to open. Shuffle your toes to the very back of your mat. Check you're keeping hips stacked above knees. Tailbone lifts to the sky, belly drops low as we walk hands towards the front of the mat, coming into Anahata, heart opening pose. You can melt the chest as low as you like towards the floor. Maybe you hover in space. Maybe chin and chest come down to the ground. If you feel any tightness in the neck, feel free to tuck the chin and rest the forehead. Spread the fingers wide, push down into the palms of the hands. Shoulders stay strong as we work here. Deep breaths into belly. Last breath. Sliding forwards. Coming down onto our bellies. Sliding the hands out wide until just the thumbs are left on the edge of the mat. Then come up onto your fingertips. Lift the elbows to the sky. Release the forehead down to the earth. And imagine you have a string tied to the very back of your head along this ridge. Keep the chin tucked as you imagine someone is pulling you up by that string, peeling up slow. Pushing into fingertips. When you can't lift any higher, head lifts last. Keeping the gaze lifted as we lower belly first, then ribs, chest, chin tucks at the last moment. Continuing to flow with the breath. Inhale as we peel up. Exhale, release down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Slide hands underneath shoulders. Push into the palms, tuck the toes, send hips up and back, downward dog. Feel free to take any movement that feels good. Settling into stillness. Push evenly into both hands. Lift the right leg up high, bend the knee, roll open the hips. So we're stacking left up on top of right, three-legged dog. Option 1 is holding still here. Option 2, take the biggest circles you can with that right knee. Big and slow. Last one. Bringing the knee into the chest. Roll forward into your high plank. Place the right foot near the front of the mat. Lower the back knee. Inhale, low lunge. Option 1, holding here. Option 2, bring the palms of the hands together, bend the elbows. Thumb rests on the back of the head. Squeeze the glutes. Lift elbows. Tuck lower ribs in. Deep, slow breaths into belly. Last breath. Releasing the hands, plant them either side of the front foot. Engage the shoulders, step back to plank. Soften the knees, send hips up and back, downward dog. Feel free to have a little wiggle. Settling into stillness. Push evenly into both hands, shoulders strong. Lift the left leg high, bend the knee, roll open the hip, three-legged dog. Option 1, holding here, left hip stacked up on top of right. Option 2, draw the biggest circles you can with that left knee. Maybe it grazes your left arm as it comes around underbelly, grazing back thigh. Up and over the top as big as you can, lift high. Last one. Bringing the knee tight into the chest. Roll forward into high plank. Plant left foot near the front of the mat. Lower the back knee. Inhale, low lunge. Option 1, arms as they are. Option 2, bring the palms together, bend the elbows, thumbs rest on the back of the head. And draw the pubic bone up towards the belly button to increase stretch in the front of the right thigh. Squeeze the glutes. Lift up through chest. Tuck lower ribs in. Stay strong as we breathe. Last breath. Planting the hands. Engage the shoulders, step back to plank. Soften the knees, send hips up and back, downward dog. One more pedal out through the feet. Start to tiptoe the feet forward, lots of tiny steps. And come down to sit. Feet in front of you, hip distance apart, toes facing forwards. Release the arms, palms face up. Lengthen the spine, open the chest, lean back 45 degrees. From here, come down as slow as you can. Engaging the core, feeling each individual vertebrae connect with the mat. And checking you can tickle your heel with your fingertips. Option 1, leave the arms down by the sides. Option 2, bring the arms up above the head, catching onto opposite elbows with the hands as we prepare for bridge. Push down into both feet, squeeze the glutes, slowly Peel the hips up, squeezing the glutes all the way. As you reach the top, push up into your edge, and then slowly, with control, release back down. Don't let the weight of the hips land on the mat. Just kiss the mat before lifting back up. So the glutes are staying switched on the whole time as we repeat. If the arms are above the head, you might like to switch over your grip. Last one. And releasing down, step the feet out wide and allow the knees to rest in against one another. And release the arms down by the sides. Deep breaths into belly. When you're ready, step the feet back in, hip distance apart, toes facing forward. Option 1 is to take a bridge, just like we did before, but try and hold at the top for as long as you can. Option 2, coming up into wheel. Flip the hands onto the mat, either side of your head, so the fingertips are just underneath the shoulders. Elbows pointing up to the ceiling. Bring the feet in nice and close. And then when you're ready, take a deep breath in, push it into hands and feet as you lift up, squeeze glutes. Heels can be grounded, or they can be lifted. Whatever feels good. As you try and squeeze the knees towards one another, squeeze the elbows in. Let the head release, hang heavy. Last breath. Carefully releasing down. And take the arms out to the side, step the feet out as wide as the mat. Let the knees rest in. Deep, slow breaths into belly. Last breath. Setting the feet once more. Your choice, bridge or wheel. If you're coming into wheel, flip the palms to the mat. Fingers just underneath the top of the shoulders. Push into hands and feet. Deep breath in as you lift up, squeeze the glutes. Pushing down into hands and feet. Squeezing elbows in as you try to straighten those arms. Deep, slow breaths. You can hold your bridge or your wheel as long as you like. But when you're ready to release, come down. Find constructive rest. Feet apart, knees knock in. Hands soft. When you feel ready to move, we'll take a full body stretch, reaching fingertips to toes, and release through wrists and ankles. And then bring both knees into the chest, big squeeze. Maybe take a little rock side to side. And gently placing the hands one on each knee, push the knees away from the body, then open them out wide. Knees draw back in towards the shoulders before closing in front of the chest. Continue moving through these big circles at your own pace. Maybe you change the direction. And bring knees in for one last big squeeze. And then if it's comfortable for your back today, you can tuck the chin. Take a few rock and rolls up and down the length of the spine. Meeting in a comfortable seat. And you might like to end your practice today with a few minutes of meditation. But for now, namaste.